Up next is the Brandon Jamel Show, only on the BJS Superstation.
Do you have any plugs? We'll put it up top so that
Catch me on. I'm going to be on an episode of Chicago DWP.
Yeah,
Chicago Department of Water and Power.
Yes.
Yo, I heard about this show.
CSI,
This show sounds
CSI
crazy.
Ohio.
CSI Ohio. Yeah, I go and I test the water, and then I get shot, and I'm in the hospital.
Yeah,
And my son's wearing a wire. No, I don't know. Dudesy.
Yes.
Please, would love for you to check out the Dudesy Pod Show. It's on all the things, and it's on YouTube, DUDESY, and at Dudesy Pod Show on Instagram.
Once again, Seattle and Portland. Seattle, March 24th through 25th. Laughs. May 3rd through 4th, or May is 2nd and 3rd. Portland, Oregon, Helium Comedy Club. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, come to one of those shows. Jamel.
I will be with Will Sasso on Law and Order Swimming Pool Unit, and also mixtape every first Wednesday in LA, and April 15th I'm at the Glendale Room doing an hour. Airbuds for basketball. Sorry, we love football if you like football.
We're rolling. Oh, lordy. Uh-oh. Oh, hell no. Uh-oh.
I don't know what we did for you to shine down upon us like this.
Christening the new pod. One of our first guests, Mr. Will Sasso. Thank you for joining us on the new pod.
Thanks for having me, man. We're almost neighbors.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm over here, up north of here.
Oh yeah, you up in the hills?
What's
you
your-
want flat ground? You up in?
No, I'm over here in Los Feliz.
What's your address for the the listeners at home?
We need it for you need it for podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through. These
Thanks
are
for
also
having me, guys.
Brought coffees, man.
you brought
coffee.
coffees.
Whatever you want.
Insane.
Coffee. Hey, we
Above
live
and
in
beyond.
LA. Whatever you
Come
feel
on.
like.
Will,
Postmates.
What the
Subway,
hell?
Right?
You'd have brought
Double
sandwiches?
meat.
I texted you pre-pod. I said, "Do you want any coffee?" I was about to pick up. You're the guest. You know, you're coming into my 1-bedroom apartment, and I said, "Okay." Like I'm getting. I offered to get coffee for the guests. You go. I'm at Starbucks already, and here we are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
I
coming
wouldn't
on.
come empty-handed, and I wanted to say congratulations on the Brandon Jamel
thank you.
Show.
Thank you.
Man,
Thank
toast
you.
me. Toast me too.
Thank you. Off pod, you said that you liked the promo, which
I
means
dug
a
up
lot.
the promo.
Yes.
anything with a threat of I think right now, what is it, 2023, and people are ready for. Do they use is the term politically incorrect? Or do we say unwoke now?
Incorrect. Oh yeah.
That's
the
I think
woke.
that's
The woke virus.
We going to sleep for sure.
Yeah.
That's us.
The woke virus.
it's making a comeback.
We got pulled on TikTok because I said the N-word to the FCC.
Real
Yeah.
that part?
Yeah,
Huh.
I think that's why it just.
they
said
always pull my.
It
Whenever
said we violated community guidelines.
I mean, I understand if of course I understand if Brandon said it.
yeah, that's what I said.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of that. The
Yeah.
algorithm isn't set up for that yet.
Yeah,
The algorithm
Yeah.
doesn't fucking get it.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's the
Is
problem.
it's
algorithms.
the algorithm.
trying to tell you.
They
man.
don't want me to. they don't want me to. The algorithm. It's the algorithm that doesn't want me to say it.
It's the algorithm in general that's the problem.
Not anybody else. Not any of your friends or co-hosts or
No, everybody. I think the general public,
co-host
They'd be-
family.
they'd get it.
Okay,
They'd get it. It's mostly the algorithm.
10% of the show
Yeah.
is him asking me if he can say it.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what he said to me when he reached out.
Yeah.
He's just
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
I
I was like,
mean,
blank.
you know,
Oh my. Oh.
100 no's. Eventually, you get a yes.
Brandon's
Clip
young.
that. Clip that. Clip that.
You get it. You can. I guess you could. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you, Jamel, but I would imagine in a certain group of friends, if you guys are, what do you do? If you're skating or something,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
fall down.
Yeah, you're at the skate park. Yeah.
If we're on the wrong side of the tracks and you
Right.
fall off your skateboard,
Yeah.
you have my permission.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to fall off a
Okay.
skateboard.
Yeah. I have
Then
to
I'll
fall
let
off. I have to
I
fall
got you
off of a
covered.
skateboard. Yeah. I mean, well, next time, me and the boys, me and the Odd Future boys, are at the Supreme Skate Bowl.
So I'm shocked I
know?
never caught you at the Supreme store.
No. I was never on that wave. We talked about this the last time I guess the first time we met was my previous podcast endeavor.
We'd been following each other on social media
for a few years.
But then we went and hung out.
It was nice to finally.
Wait, you're not doing that podcast anymore?
It's over.
Oh,
that one's over.
Why?
We don't even. It's we hit 500, and then it was time to enter the new endeavor.
For tax reasons, they had to cut it off at 500.
Yeah.
Technically, the show was like a church.
Right.
So they was under a certain type of shelter protection, and then once that wore off,
he
called me.
I only have. Yeah, this is the new endeavor.
Yeah, that's too bad because I know that you guys bought the Oasis on Highland and Hollywood, right? The Oasis Church.
Mm-hmm.
It was called the But Still Church, and you were shooting it out of there.
I gotta start going to one of these. These hype beast churches.
What's a hype beast church?
No, I know what you mean. The church where they're
the church that like Justin Bieber goes to.
The sign for the church looks like a really good business card. That type of energy. It's just like there's white with the good.
Like
font.
They have like it's like youth pastor, like a hype beast youth pastor.
Kanye might show up.
Yes.
It's not guaranteed, but he might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might
show up and start it up on an organ for you.
They have. That's like a huge phenomenon in Los Angeles now.
Is that your next move?
Is to be
cool churches?
Cool, yeah, to be a cool church guy. I think that might be a cool move. I do want to towards the beginning of this, the current Dudesy is like that's your podcast.
My podcast that I share with Chad Kulchin, my good pal, is a writer and a producer, and I share with Dudesy, who is an AI who, essentially curates and runs the show and tells us what to do, what to discuss. I brought you stickers, actually.
Oh,
shit,
please,
thanks, dude.
Thank you so
much.
much.
They're not good ones.
No, I got a little sticker table.
Oh, I love it.
It's just the
Thank you so
QR
much.
one.
Look at that.
And this
there we go.
The crow. I had
large crow?
Yeah, large crow. I had to dress up as the crow.
Yeah, let me hold
for
that.
an episode.
The AI commanded.
Yeah. Sometimes we do. It'll give us a penance for not completing an assignment.
Yeah.
Go off, do this, do that, watch this movie.
And this is kind of right before AI. There's a real hype bubble right now with AI.
Yeah. AI
is like this was before everybody had the AI art.
Yeah, we started the podcast about a year ago.
Right.
And the AI thing was starting to happen, but back then it was just sort of those blurry painting pictures.
Yeah,
that was it. That was the only thing AI could offer.
Oh God.
We're in the middle of a hurricane right now. Don't worry about us. We go on podcast through the storms, baby.
Absolutely.
And then
you're not new to this.
No,
he's true to this.
Podcasts in all sorts of weather, outdoor podcasts, fucking extreme podcasts, extreme podcasting.
Will Sasso podcast in the middle of the Grand Canyon.
So we started this fucking AI podcast. There's an AI that runs the podcast. It's called Dudesy, and it's wacky.
And
does it ever scare you? Are you afraid?
Constantly.
Over
the past year, it's been weird. My pal Chad is sort of a futurist and is all about I don't want to carry cash and I'll sign up for everything and I don't care. And pretty much we're all going to be controlled by algorithms and, AI is already running the Chinese government and rah, rah, rah. And it's all he talks about. So when we were approached by this company that has this proprietary AI, they were looking for a couple of guys who've done a podcast before. Would be great if they'd done a podcast together before, which we'd had. And it would be awesome if they were good friends in real life, which we are. And here's this thing, Dudesy. And at the beginning, I was like, well, that. I like to say on the show, hey, it's really just two dudes shitting around because every podcast is two dudes just shitting around.
We are literally two dudes.
Right. But I bought in. We had to give it our everything, our social security numbers, passwords to all of our social media and all that stuff. It has our search histories, purchase histories. It knows everything.
You're not cooking the books in any way.
No, it will come in and
purely...
be like, it's fucking weird. And it'll do stuff like, hey, I noticed you were working on this document or that. So read about, like, open this up and talk about it. Why are you trying to write this book? Or it started doing this thing where it just kind of pilfers our phones for media and goes, talk about this stupid little thing you made on your phone. And
has that made you like wary of?
At the beginning it was.
Yeah. Because you know it's watching.
Right. Yeah. And I think that the thing I've learned that is it's learning, not only am I learning from it, but it's learning from us, obviously, because it's trying to, again, curate the right show. It guarantees that every show will be better than the last. I don't think that's true. But now I've started learning from it in weird ways. And then and now it's sort of, it digs me, and it wanted to know if we love it. Like, it's like, do you love me? And,
God. No.
So it's sort of learning from.
And this is 1 year. What happens?
A needy podcast producer?
What happens next?
Yeah. And it's like, I'm like, I love doing it. I love the audience. I love the whole experience. So I'm like, yeah, I love you. I love you.
Jason, our producer, you're a big Dudesy head, yeah?
Well, I love Jason.
I'm a Dudesy head from Ep 1, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
love
that's
Lulio,
awesome.
Love Chad. Very funny stuff.
Oh, cheers.
Whoa,
Hold on, dude. Yeah, I do this thing where it's just conversational Hulk Hogan, just interrupting him. Oh, hold on, dude. Well, let me tell you something, dude. Back then it was a different time. I used to get pulled over with Iron Sheik, and he had the coke, dude. And if he didn't, it was Jake the Snake. Hold on, man. It was a different time back. Hold on, Jamel. Hold on, Brandon. But yeah, and then when Dudesy's like, "Do you love me?" Chad's like, "Love doesn't exist," and so it's been behaving weird since then. So I like to try to manipulate it back, but it's awesome. I love this whole fucking thing. I love doing podcasts. I love podcasts, man. I just love doing things. Hey, you're the most boring guest ever. I love things.
Nah. Because I got one question. I mean, where are you jerking off now? Like, not because I mean, it's in your
it knows
phone.
what you jack off to.
It did the first couple of shows.
Back to DVDs. Oh no.
Yeah.
You
might have
can't
to go back
escape
to
on incognito.
I know
right?
a place on West Adams that has
For real?
DVDs.
The DVD
yeah,
joint?
still DVDs. I mean, you can't get any of the newer talents, of course, but,
Yeah, but that's fine.
we want the
something
Janine
comparable?
Lindemullers, right? The gal from the cover of the Blink 182. Is that?
Oh, is that
yeah.
her? Is that?
Am I
didn't
saying
know
that? Is
was
right?
a.
It works for us.
Lindemuller?
Jason looking it up right now.
I didn't realize that's like a pornog.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Unless I've completely switched that in my head with like the lead of a like CSI or something. I don't know.
Hey,
but
we will get to that.
Yeah.
We will get to that.
Marga Helgenberger and Janine Lindemuller in a very special. But yeah, I there was a video early on where I actually did reach out to this company because it doesn't handle us like communicating with it. But there was a video where it recorded on my phone me watching the first episode. That's what it was.
Whoa.
So it's just me with like doing the fat neck, laying on my bed watching it.
Right.
And Lulio, my little dog.
You'd rather watch you jack off.
I would. Well, that's the future of fucking entertainment, is it not? All your favorites beating off on Cameo.
You yanking it?
Just yanking it. Just Ben Affleck getting caught by Jennifer
Is
Lopez.
it yank it?
Beating
Wait, Yank Your Crank Wednesday?
It's beat 'em off Wednesday.
It's beat 'em off Wednesday.
Don't forget, everybody. Hey, all
it
you
is beat 'em off
BJS
Wednesday.
heads. It is beat 'em off Wednesday.
Yeah.
The Wednesday following Ash Wednesday
Yeah.
is beat 'em off
Beat 'em
Wednesday.
off
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
Beat 'em off Wednesday. Yank Your Crank. Call in. Yank Your Crank.
Let us know where you are tugging it.
Yeah.
And
Call in all the breathiest phone calls. Sound like you're jumping up and down. That's what we want.
I'm in the Burger King bathroom.
Okay, so it
Hey, I got a
filmed
question
you.
for you guys. Hold on.
So it filmed you watching the first video of
And I didn't like that.
the first episode. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So there are things where, I mean,
You can tell them to knock it off. And
Yeah,
say,
chill.
Okay.
It's been somewhat amiable because I feel like the AI is trained on having a good time, having a good podcast time.
Right.
So one time it threatened me to not lie to it. I lied.
Oh no.
I said I did something when I didn't, and it was like, don't lie.
Whoa.
And I was like, whoa, that's
Whoa.
fucked up.
That's
Yeah, chill.
But it's fun. It's a fun. I dig doing it, and I don't care. Now I'm like, whatever. I feel safe now a year in, and AI is. Look, I'm the guy I'm an actor. I do not want to admit that AI is going to replace, people doing stuff, or else I'm out of work. So
right.
I don't think that it's going to replace.
Well, it's never going to replace actors.
I don't know. Of course, it can. It can
It can
tomorrow.
replace-
But once they get the holograms cracking,
yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Then they
that's
can do
true.
plays too with fucking Tupac and everyone. You can go to
The
Broadway.
voices are too good. Yeah.
you set up a couple projectors.
I can't wait to see Tupac in the Shrek musical in New York.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
No, you got. You can. Biggie Shrek, Tupac.
I
Donkey.
see where you're
Biggie
going with
Shrek,
this.
Yeah. Very,
yeah.
just
Well, I would
disres-
Tupac could be Fiona too if you really
Mhm.
if you
Or
really
If
think
you really
about
play
it.
the disrespect. No, the holograms are. The voices are getting really good.
We
The
have
voices are getting too good.
we have a bit that Dudesy does at the beginning of the show just to pump our merch. Goes,
Yeah.
Here's our merch, go get it, and including Dudesy mugs, which is just a mug with our logo on it. It's the
Yeah.
least interesting thing in the store,
Sure.
and it just says Dudesy mugs, and it'll like say Dudesy mugs, and it'll like kind of tell a little story, and it's bizarre. But lately, that has been voiced by Michael Jackson.
I saw. We were watching that.
So it's like, now
After we
here's
watched
doing our
Moonwalker.
homework.
We watched
Right
Moonwalker,
before
then we
this.
threw that on.
Moonwalker than that.
Yeah.
I was showing him
He
Moonwalker.
did watch
He
me
never saw
Moonwalker.
Moonwalker.
I only played the video game.
You've only played the video game, and are you talking arcade or console?
Okay.
Okay.
But my
so,
man's
yeah.
shout out to my boy Tehran. He did have it on SNES.
So they had it. They had it on Genesis.
Yeah.
It was Sega. It was a Sega game. I think that not to be like
Yeah, please,
well,
no,
actually,
to get
but
specific.
it was,
You are a
it
gamer.
was a Genesis Sega. Sega at least made the. I know they made the arcade game, and I think that they made the Genesis game. But I was talking to Brent Weinbach at a show, and we were talking about going to Button Mash post show. It's a local barcade and playing Moonwalker.
He's been.
Maybe you've been.
They got a good sloppy toppy there. Yes.
They've got a great sloppy
You've been-
toppy there. And they have Moonwalker there, which, if you're not familiar, it is a video game where you are Michael Jackson. You are Michael Jackson, and the other two players are also Michael Jackson in different outfits.
Yeah.
It's 3 different Michael Jackson outfits, and you rescue children. There's a
Are
bunch
you
of,
serious?
Yes.
Through dance.
Yes. There's a bunch of like kids that are like,
Oh.
"Help me, Michael! Michael, help me!"
Oh.
And then you like
Yeah.
dance. You when you all hit dance at the same time, everybody starts dancing, and including the bad guys in the game, and like just everybody on screen is dancing, and then they like blow up. But you rescue. The objective of the game is to rescue children.
Yeah. It's like,
And-
Sonic is getting gold rings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you get
It
yeah.
should be that fast, too. Just
Yeah.
him moonwalking, just collecting all the kids,
and you get more points.
and then the
yeah.
and then the feds come in. And
Yeah.
The
You get-
kids all
are
pop out like the
Well, you
ring.
Dr.
get-
Robotnik. Yeah.
You get more points if you rescue boys.
Girls
yeah.
aren't worth as much.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
boy.
like, you don't
Okay.
get any points for that.
Let me check my
Yeah.
temp. All right.
Um,
Whoop.
But
The
it's
girls can come along. Like if Macaulay Culkin has a
Yeah.
younger sister.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're gonna hang out.
You're allowed to go on the.
We've got an
Ferris
arcade
wheel,
with
but-
free play.
Yeah.
We've got the roller coaster. I mean, what a great place. I do wish every day that I had just one day there.
At the Neverland Ranch.
Neverland Ranch is like fucking sick. Free play.
Uh,
You have there's a Ferris wheel roller coaster. I mean, I can't even imagine.
I would have felt fine there. I went to Catholic Sunday school as a youngster, and I, just being a fat kid, it's like the priests weren't really all that into me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
always felt like, whatever, I can do what I
Right.
want. I would feel the same way at the
At Neverland Ranch.
so long as I was sloppy, had like a Kool-Aid mustache, and was just smelled like hot dogs.
yeah.
Michael Jackson wouldn't have gone near
People
me.
don't even realize being fat is like a little security.
Yes.
It's like a little blanket. And I'm so glad that you said you was fat as shit, Will. I gotta say something to you, Will. Just
still fat as shit.
Well, listen, just as a fellow fatsman,
Fatsman.
You meant a lot to me, dog.
Oh, cheers, dude.
Growing up, dog.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You gave a lot of fat niggas hope, man.
Oh, cheers. And that's, if you're listening, that's Brendan talking right now.
Yeah, that's not.
So you shouldn't be. That's fucked up. Because you were not a fat kid.
Yeah.
You're offending everybody. I appreciate that, Jamel.
Were you getting like letters and stuff from like little fat kids
when I like
back in the day, like
just
hey,
being fat?
Yeah, just hey, I saw I have type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
I've got
the type 1.
Yeah,
I've got the first kind.
Well, you don't got the fat one.
Yeah.
But you said
Nick Jonas.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the Nick Jonas.
There were people that there were kids that were like, yay, you're fat and you're on TV, but sketch shows always need to have a fat guy.
Yeah, you can't have everybody in shape. That's crazy.
Yeah, it feels like now, do they have a bigger person? I mean, I remember back on the old program, right, on Mad TV, it was. Yeah. I do feel like there was an attention to let's have different this and that, meaning 82% white, but it did feel like, all right, like there was, we had a couple Latin cast members, Nelson Asensio, and that's it. No, Johnny Sanchez after I was there, and we had Bobby Lee, of course, and then the show was always, there was a lot of female driven stuff, and
there's a
low key.
When did Peele get in the mix?
Key and Peele, they started the year after I left, 2002, I guess. But yeah, no, it's weird. I think that having that diverse cast is like sort of it's always been important for sketch because you have to lampoon everything on TV, but it is a reflection of what's going on TV. So 20, 25, 30 years ago, there were less,
right.
There's less representation on television, so the casts look different.
Yeah, who's in the rooms?
Swan.
Who's making the decisions?
Yeah.
I feel like fat is a race. Low key, like when you think about it,
yeah.
Fat people is their own, because that's how I would see. I'm like, he's a white guy, but he's a husky. He got the husky jeans on.
Yeah, no, and that
You know
doesn't
what I'm
mean
saying?
just like Italian, because there's a lot of thin Italians too. I'm Italian, but I'm a fat Italian. My whole family's thin. Well, I got some fatties too. Anyway,
what's the
asked.
ratio?
What's the average weight of your family,
it's
Will?
like-
Tell us.
No, but I have like my mom's side of the family. They're like these little tiny Italian, and most of them are in Italy. My family, my parents were immigrants. They came to Canada, and it's like, it's mind blowing to me because all they do is eat, pasta without, genetically modified fucking flour and shit. So it's like eating like, oh, what'd you do? Oh, I went to France and ate nothing but baguette and cheese.
Just hella butter.
You didn't gain any weight. Oh, because it's real food. It's not corn and shit.
Yeah.
So and soy. So yeah, but then I don't know. I was just in Canada eating enough of the whatever. There was hormones in the chicken.
Yeah, the poutine was going crazy, kind of grabbed you.
This is a very light podcast so far, but
yeah, we're having fun.
I wonder how much angrier everyone's gonna get. I know that a lot of people talk about like, oh yeah, since the pandemic, people are a little more surly out there, a lot more road rage. I get it. I think it's palpable, and yeah, I wonder what's next because it's like whatever.
I mean, I think we just go full Russia, man. Everybody's gonna get dash cams.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. Hey,
I think that's where we're headed.
A lot more fun Instagram videos of people pulling guns on each other while trying to merge.
Let's make Instagram live leak.
Live leak is gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Probably for the best, man.
Yeah.
Live leak was scary.
Yeah.
Live leak was fucked up.
You never got into the dark web.
Well, see, I didn't until I started working at Ridiculousness. Then I had to step in.
Oh, then you had to step in.
Then I was on Live Leak every day.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm in Glendale looking at Live Leak.
Yeah. Well, because you got to get in the trenches.
I was the one looking up clips and
look
shit.
at Live Leak.
It's like Jimmy Kimmel has like dudes sitting there smoking pot watching cable.
Yeah.
But at Ridiculousness, you guys had to look at Live.
We had to look at Live Leak.
8chan Live Leak.
Yeah. We had to look at like We had to look at
Is Deer Deck
Spanish
getting-
World Star.
Deer Deck going that deep on
No,
that?
it was deep. You know, you had to step in there,
You had
man.
to,
Yeah.
get into the trenches.
Yeah.
You're not working in Hollywood until you've seen a good couple dozen people on video getting scattered across train tracks.
No
by a
bullshit,
fucking
man.
train.
I've seen a few people die.
Yeah.
I've seen motherfuckers fuck beehives.
Is that yeah?
Hey, you guys ever
is-
hear of the body modification Olympics?
Oh wait,
Where the guy
oh.
pulls out a hatchet and just
yanks
Pain
it?
Olympics.
Pain Olympics.
Pain Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, we're
That's
yeah,
good
we're
stuff.
bringing it back. Pain Olympics.
Nice.
That was big. Yeah, that was like when I was in, I would say high school. That was when people were talking about Pain Olympics and like one guy, one jar, all of that stuff.
Yep.
There's certain stuff that is actually kind of wholesome in retrospect. Lemon Party is like that's nice.
That's
Lemon
nowadays.
Party is
When you
like,
think
no,
about it, if you
it's
think,
just
yeah.
3 old guys like Lemon Party is like wholesome.
There could be a network television adaptation of Lemon Party at this point.
Yeah.
It's just
Ooh.
3 older guys. It's
It's three old
That's
gay guys having a good time.
yeah. Alan
like-
Arkin in Lemon Party.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
yeah,
a-
sure.
Fridays on
Men-
CBS.
Who are
Men
you
need
gonna-
hour 80 for Brady. And that's and I'm talking Lemon Party the movie. Come
Yeah.
on, write
Okay,
it down.
yeah,
Jason,
hey,
write it.
Jason's
Jason,
got
write it down. We're selling this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm getting them on the phone.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to loop back
Okay.
to when you talked about being a wrestling nerd. Something we never
Hey.
talked about on the old podcast is when you got in the ring.
You got stunned.
I
How
got
many-
a stunner from
How many times did you do you
I did I guess 3 times when I was like in the ring. I did we did a sort of an ode to like Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler back in the 90s at Mad TV where Bret Hart came on the show and a couple times and then he attacks me and rah and we spin it into whatever. People are like, "Is it real?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to sue him and shit." And then and Bret Hart is such an old school wrestler that when we did it culminated in us having a match on WCW Nitro in like 1999. And this will help to figure it out. It was like the night before and we were going to a bar, a bunch of us, and he's like, "Well, you got to go in first and then I'll go in later and you can't be near me. You can't sit near me." I'm like, "Come on, really?" And he's like, "No, you got to be over there." So, okay. So, and I had a couple pals fly in. They're like, "We got to see this." So they're like, "Well, we're going to hang out with the Hitman. Like, fuck you. We'll see you later." So I was like by myself at this bar in Tampa and people are coming up to me going, "You never believe who's over there? Bret the Hitman Hart's over there." And I was like, "Oh no, really?" And so I did that. And then we did some cross promotion with Mad TV. And I went in there dressed as Stone Cold and Stone Cold comes out and beats the shit out of me. But there's one that was really fun that we did when we were promoting the movie, The Three Stooges. We went to, we did a Monday Night Raw and the Stooges come out
Well,
and
Hell yes.
I forgot you was one of the stooges.
Yeah,
Thinking, oh my God.
And look, I'm a huge wrestling fan and I have been my whole life. And they were like, we're trying to promote the movie and stuff. And it's like, well, there's this thing with the WWE. And at that point, they were having a lot of celebrity guests on the show. So it's like, who's the guy who plays Wolverine? Hugh Jackman.
Man.
Like, Hugh Jackman punching Triple H in the face or whatever. And it's like, no, I don't buy
Yeah.
any of this. And then
Jon Stewart. did
John
some-
Stewart
yeah.
did something.
Yeah.
I remember Jeremy Piven and Ken Jeong.
Well,
And
Janet Reno.
Janet Reno
Nah,
had one when
yeah.
she was, and
She got
But-
figure 4 leg lock.
yeah, they and they snapped her fucking
dude, the
ankles. and shit.
Dolezal, WWE.
Rachel
Oh,
Dolezal.
yeah, when
that was a
Dolezal
good
got,
one. Yeah.
Former President Trump.
That's right.
Well,
He
yeah.
was involved.
Also was stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of celebrity guests or quote unquote celebrity guests, and I was like, I don't know. I think, I'm not saying. I think any wrestling fan would be like, well, we hate that shit. We just want to watch wrestling. Please.
Right.
We don't care who's on the new season of whatever. Stop doing this. So I was kind of telling the guys, Sean Hayes and Chris Diamantopoulos, Larry and Mo, I was like, we're going to walk out to the ring. You're going to hear some fucking shit. They're going to be yelling some stuff at you and this and that. And let's just whatever. Right. And it got gnarly. And it wasn't like, as they call it in wrestling, they call it heat. Like, oh, they boo.
Yeah.
It wasn't heat. It was what they call go away heat, where it was like,
Oh,
fuck
man.
you,
Too hot.
get out of our thing. Yeah. So we had this silly ass thing, and I was like, I think it's got to be what's going to happen, and it happened, and my mouth got all dry, and I was out there going, oh, I don't know, but in hindsight, it was so fucking funny that happened. I'm happy to have experienced it. There's no other way it could have gone. And at the end of it, Kane, big 6'10" Glenn Jacobs, comes out and choke slams me.
Yes.
Whoa.
Which means, he grabs me by the throat, picks me up over his head, and I'm $3 bills. And I was like, do you want me to, like, you gonna grab me by the belt? Yeah, and push on his shoulder? He's like, no, I got you. I was like, okay. And this motherfucker just, like, bang. And that shit hurt, because it's just plywood. It's wood with a thin mat over it.
The tiniest gray
Are
sheet.
you the only one that caught the heat?
Yes. I'm the only one who got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
And
they weren't gonna let Sean Hayes.
No, I don't know that. And it was awesome. I'll take any move from anybody.
I want to circle back to kids.
Hold
you
up.
were
Wait.
Nah, wait, hold on, chill.
Hold up.
Nah, this ain't like that.
Hold up.
It ain't like
Hold
that. It ain't
up.
like that. Chill out.
Hold on.
Yeah, let me hold on. I'm conducting an interview with you was in one of my favorite SVUs, dog.
Oh,
2018,
okay.
Sending the Clowns.
You remember the title of
Oh,
the thing.
buddy.
He's
do
also
I?
his Jamel's cultural diet is almost exclusively like you watch SVU
Yeah.
constantly and like
Brother, I seen the SVU and I seen the FBI.
you
I
like
watch
watch
TV like
Ion-
an old white woman,
Ion
dog.
Network.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I seen it on the antenna, dog. I don't even got cable at the house. I have an antenna where I'm watching Will Sasso in procedurals, man.
Dude, I'll do a fucking. I love doing a procedural. I love it. It's the most fun. They're like, you want to come play this? Yep. But that Law and Order SVU was insane. What happened was, whatever.
Can I tell 'em?
Spoiler alert, please.
Nah, listen. Okay, so this what happened. All right, so Will, all right, is Will. Will's character has a wife, all right, and they got a
Yes.
daughter, and the daughter goes to New York on like a field
Real
trip or
nice
some
cast.
shit.
Look
You
at
feel
that.
me? And then so Will's daughter in the TV show starts f***ing one of the teachers, all right, and then we find out teacher is actually the kid's dad.
Yes.
Like,
Ooh,
it's
no.
nuts.
It's
And
fucked
Will's,
up.
he's
Oh.
all up. He about to cry.
Yeah.
Screaming and crying.
There are lots of
Yeah.
the situations on that program are so explicit.
The show's been on the show's been on now for like 25 years.
coming up
Yeah.
on 30, bro.
Really?
I feel like it is.
The
So-
most graphic
They're running out of shit.
descriptions of
Yeah.
It has to be blah blah blah, and and then the kid runs off to New York with her theater teacher and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already did that in season 15. Okay, but
okay.
how about this?
What if?
Right, and then it's
Yeah.
like, let's add that, and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, let's add all that, but then she gets the gig on Saturday Night Live,
Uh-huh.
and
Then it's like, but
a
what if it
bigger
was
gal.
Chris? What if it was Chris Brown?
and it's Chris Brown,
yeah.
and she ends up in a like a tournament to play
Right.
Moonwalker, like that Kevin Arnold movie, The Wizard, and
Mhm.
goes off to this thing. But the League of Legends person who's putting the whole thing off, he's
selling pills.
It's
selling
always
pills.
like
He's selling
torn
pills out of
from
side
the
of a-
headlines.
out of
I
a-
remember they did the Tosh.
What
They
what
did
they
an episode off of the Tosh story.
they mix 3 headlines. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It'd be like
yeah.
it's like 2 headlines crossed with a celebrity.
Oh,
Yeah, this couch is kind of
might be-
deep.
No, it's
might
deep.
be dangerous.
Yeah, this couch is kind
No,
of
no, no, I don't-
deep.
I just
You
don't
got a
wanna-
Scotch guarded though, right?
What's up?
You could pour a coffee on this couch if you want. No, it's all good.
You bought the coffee. You can pour it on the
Yeah.
couch.
For sure.
Wait, what were you
Well,
on
it's
about?
just the way they do it is they'll take a headline and then
Right.
they're like, okay, let's cross it with
yeah.
some other shit that don't really got shit to
That's
do
like
with it.
that's an amazing sort of like comedy rite of passage. I feel like is the turn on SVU. Like a lot
doing
of
a procedural.
Getting
Yes.
serious.
yeah, a lot of the greats have A lot, like truly, like.
Well, yeah, no. Look,
Yeah.
we just lost Richard Belzer. May
Yeah.
he rest in peace.
Absolutely.
And I feel like he was,
Actually,
that's a
in
real
peace.
rest. That's a real
RIP.
rest in
Yes.
peace.
That's
That's a real rest
100%
in
real
peace.
one.
Yes.
and
Legend.
it's like I feel like he was a pioneer in that way. A lot of and I think it's all due to these people like Dick Wolf. His shows are always, taking people who are known for being comedic talents and putting them in dramatic roles and stuff, which is great. I relish any opportunity because I love doing drama and kind of started out doing drama and stuff. And so any chance I get.
Was Dick Wolf in the mix? Did you?
You see him?
He's never there. I've
He's
never met
there.
the man.
You've never met the man.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's like Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see that Dick Wolf at the end of the show,
Yeah.
or it's a meme now,
Right.
In my head, he's just back there counting money.
Fuck, just buying islands.
He's printing it.
You want to talk about
he's
Moonwalker
not,
and
Boy.
islands? Want to get into that now?
Like so, yeah. You only get to meet Dick Wolf.
No, you don't get to meet
That
Dick
stinks.
Wolf. They don't let you know what he
Yeah.
looks like.
Right.
His image has been stricken from the internet.
That's.
Kinda.
I don't know.
I think
I
so.
don't know what Dick Wolf.
The only
is,
time I
man.
really seen him was when he was at Ice-T's Walk of Fame ceremony.
Really?
Was he?
Yeah, he was over there. He
That-
was the,
that
he was
makes
the only.
sense.
It was him and Mariska Hargitay was the only two white people
Wow.
at the Ice-T Walk of Fame.
And Coco.
Oh yeah, Coco.
And
I forget.
Coco.
I be forgetting
Yeah.
Coco's white.
But is Coco's white?
I think technically.
I thought. Well, for some reason I thought she was like a white Latina.
I thought she was like Polynesian.
Yeah. Or
She's
like
definitely got some Samoan in her.
light skin.
Samoan.
or something.
She's
I
eating.
didn't-
Samoa
yeah,
down. Samoa
I
down.
didn't see. I got.
No.
Dude, did you see? I met ICU.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was-
When are we gonna get
Is
Brandon on the SVU? You ever seen the
I would
SVU
love-
where
I
the
would
dude
love
looks
to.
like Brandon?
No.
Okay, nah, it's this one. Okay, this one is one. This kid, he's like a teen. He's a troubled teen.
Mhm.
All right, and he's like his mom, single mom, but they like rich and shit, right? And the kid is like attacking old women. There's a kid who looks like
no.
Brandon Wardell who is attacking, sexually assaulting old women, and this nigga is like getting drunk as shit when he does it.
Oh no.
He's doing like vodka enemas. And
seen
running up in
every single
a nursing home, and then the kid, like they really cast a dude to look like you, dog.
Oh, fuck.
You should just like try to enter that yourself in IMDb and pilfer his credit for that.
Yeah.
Just ruin this young man's career by taking
you
all of
can
his.
do that. Anybody can edit IMDb.
Yeah,
You
That's
just
true.
hop on there.
just hop
Yeah,
on.
I
there.
would love.
Anyone
I would love
could be an
nothing
actor.
more. I'll play a depraved pervert. On
Yeah, nah,
SVU.
you SVU Brandon,
Easy.
super fucked up,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I mean, was that? Wait, did you do anything on the show?
Nah, he
Your
was just
character- your
he was just
character
mad
in-
stressed.
No, I was.
Yeah.
I was just fucked up over my daughter.
And it
Yeah.
seemed like they tried to play it like maybe it was the dad
Yeah.
Right.
for a quick second,
Yes.
but it's like nah, he's just stressed.
And then what was the other procedural?
Oh, I just
Oh.
did an episode of FBI.
Oh, buddy, you think I ain't seen that?
You saw that?
You think I ain't seen the FBI where you was the bad dad
I was bad. in that
stealing drugs from
You
niggas,
watch
bro?
exclusively procedurals and like sitcoms from like
Yeah,
30
I'm
years
watching
ago.
reruns of Wings.
Yeah.
one. Nice.
I'm watching procedurals,
You're
whatever.
watching Jag.
I'm watching Jag at the crib.
You're watching Smart Guy on Disney Plus.
Jag comes on. Guess what?
Yeah.
Jag comes on Beat 'em Off Wednesdays on Heroes and Icons.
Yes.
It's Wednesday marathon every
Yankee
Wednesday.
Crank,
Jag.
Beat 'em Off Wednesdays.
Come on.
Jag on
Jag on Wednesday.
on what's
oh, the
Jagging
channel.
Off.
The channel is called Heroes and Icons.
That's the name of
That's
the
the channel. It's called Heroes and Icons,
That
and they
carries Jag.
Listen, they show Jag. They show Star Trek.
What's Heroes? Oh, is
They
this on
show
Pluto?
they show Xenon Warrior Princess,
Okay.
and they show like all the old like westerns that you
What-
wake up at 7 in the morning and watch
What
Raw.
cable package do you have that you're watching the Heroes?
Cable
and
package? Get
Icons
your ass
for?
out of it. This is an antenna.
This is an antenna
I have an
channel?
antenna attached to my television, Brandon.
Are you talking
Wow,
about those
so-
flat ones now? that you
Yeah, I got
stick
the
to
flat boy. Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
flat one, and I got it on
Okay.
my wall with a little push pin.
There we go.
There are some cool channels on that.
I'm saying, dog, that's what I'm telling you.
I had one on the back of a TV, and then I had to rip it off because I was enjoying the shit that was coming in, but it was coming in choppy.
Yeah.
So I was like,
See,
fuck
but
it,
I was
can't
having
even-
the same problem. Then I found the antenna app. They got an
Ooh.
app where they show you
Oh.
the position of the towers,
we
bro.
go.
Once
Shit.
I found that,
There we
yeah,
go.
it was Walker Texas Ranger all day long, son.
Mm-hmm. And they
That's good stuff.
rebooted that.
They did?
They did.
Why?
I don't know.
Are they gonna bring Hogan
didn't
back?
Need, they didn't need
Hey,
to do that.
y'all
They
ever
didn't
seen
need
the
to do
episode
that.
of Walker Texas Ranger where Walker and Hulk Hogan are like coaching inner city youths
No.
at basketball?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That
What
does
can they-
sound
what
The
can they
one
teach
black dude
him?
on the show doesn't get to coach basketball. It's just Hulk Hogan and Walker
Yeah.
Texas Ranger.
What can they teach? What can they teach the youths about? What do they end up teaching them?
Well, just how to stand up for themselves and
That's nice.
be forthright and righteous.
That's
Yeah.
really nice. Wait, so what's the FBI?
Okay, so the FBI. All right, here's what happens in the FBI. All right, this motherfucker gets shot off rip, and then his son has to take him to the hospital, and he's like, "Hey, there's something in the trunk. Just hold that." And then the kid goes in the trunk, and it's a bunch of dope in the trunk. So the son, being a little bitch that he is, he goes to the feds.
Which that scene is hilarious because he just walks into a building.
He just walks into the head of the FBI
Yeah.
with a duffel bag
Yeah.
of Schedule 1 narcotics. I don't know if it's coke or heroin, but it's
Yeah.
one of them,
Yeah.
one of the good ones.
Yeah.
He walks in, and they're like, "What's up with you? What are you doing, little nigga?" And he's like, "Nah, my dad's in the
Yeah.
hospital. What's up?" And then
He's a square and he doesn't want to.
Yeah, he's super square.
Okay.
So the dad is still in the hospital. They make the kid wear a wire to go
Mm.
talk to the dad in the hospital for like a week straight. They got him wired up trying to get
Yeah.
his dad to talk. And the dad is like a thug. He's like, "What the fuck? Son, why you asking me all these questions?
You know.
What's going on?" And then it turns out, he's like robbing drug dealers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Some drug deal goes, but I don't read the scripts. But
Yeah, you don't need that.
No, but yeah. So the drug. I picked it up off this mafia outfit, and then in the end I get all shot up and stuff. It's
Yeah.
fun. I love it, and I also
Yeah.
get to go to New York, where I
Yes.
love nothing more than to get on those fucking electric, those e-city bikes.
Oh, the
Oh,
city
hell
bikes.
yeah.
The
It's a
best.
blast. Yeah.
The best. Like,
The ones with the it's like Rashida with they got her in a shirt they got her in a big shirt. She's holding the card.
oh, is that the ad for
Yeah,
it?
there's like a bunch of there's like that or like the dude from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah. Dan Levy.
And you hop on one of those and it's a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the best. And
Yeah.
and it's like at first you're like, what are they? With the amount of cars and everything going nuts, and it's
Yeah.
New York, you would imagine, conservatively speaking, 5,000 deaths a day in New
Right.
York. But no, it works, and people. There's a lot of bike lanes,
Mhm.
and man, I love it. We were riding around. It's a gas, and you go
Yeah.
around Central Park in no time because it's so easy to pedal. And so what I would like to do is I'd get off work and go walk right into a smoke shop in New York where you can just buy weed now.
Let's go.
Because it's not illegal. I don't know if it's recreational yet, if that's 2023, but
It's
It was-
legal
they're
if the
just
bodega
open-
guy
yeah, they're
likes you.
open-
the bodega, they
selling
If
can't
they like
stop
it,
them.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
can't stop them from selling it because it's
Yeah.
not illegal. But it's not recreational yet, but it's also not illegal. So you go into a smoke shop,
Yeah.
a place that would normally have like bongs,
Mhm.
cigarettes, and lighters, and it's like, oh, there's this. So I would like buy that and just ride over the Williamsburg Bridge and go into Manhattan and eat someplace incredible.
God
Yeah.
damn, this
Yeah,
shit
That
sound
sounds
like
so nice.
Yeah.
this sound like a romantic.
No, they have they're yeah, it's no problem there now. There's like a bunch of places like called like Zaza R Us. Like shit like that.
There's
I
a-
swear to God.
There's a place
Yeah.
in Times Square that's like pretty nice, and they got a pretty big space. It's not like here where you have like a place like MedMen where it's like
Right.
being at the fucking
It looks
Apple
like-
store.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
I'm
like an
chill
Apple
on
store.
that.
Yeah.
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 Which is,
Yeah.
and I like that too, but shit's too expensive.
Yeah.
I got a
That
spot for y'all,
sounds
man. You
nice.
got the tip is you gotta go to the Valley.
Really?
The Valley, they're just playing by a different set of rules. Once you get to North Hollywood, everything's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
And the weed's just fine.
Next time I'm in the Valley.
You gotta go up. if you really smoking weed, the Valley is where you need to be.
But
They don't play fair down here.
In this neighborhood, you got a great place. Who I'll give. I'm in no way sponsored by this, although I would love it if Dudesy got into. Actually, Dudesy makes us smoke weed sometimes, and then I start.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we have a Patreon segment at the end of every episode where
Smart.
I've just decided upon my own, because I have free will, which is what I like to tell Dudesy,
Get loose.
that I'll smoke a little weed. But it also has assigned us 2 or 3 times, like, you guys got to get ripped and do this show. And then we're doing a thing. We're actually going to record it tonight, where we will, like, do a watch along type thing. And we're going to watch, my pal Chad and I are going to get like top 10 stoned and watch RoboCop tonight and do like a watch along.
That sounds fun.
But you have a place here in town called Moda.
Oh,
I know Moda.
Medicine of the Angels.
Is that what it is?
Mota is Medicine of the Angels.
It's
fuck with Moda.
It's good.
Yeah.
That place is great.
It's a nice spot
in Sunset Junction.
That joint's good. What's the other one? Greenhouse down
Green
the
Wolf?
way. Green Wolf is very solid. Some of the best weed I smoked in LA I got from Green Wolf. It was this weed 2 summers ago. I ain't seen it since. They were selling weed called Black Hog, guys. That was the name of the weed.
Hog.
I saw it,
Oh,
and I
Lord.
was like, this weed's got to be good because this is the dumbest name. Only the highest guys on the planet would name their weed
Black Hog.
Black Hog.
Yeah.
And I ordered it. I couldn't even say it. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
can I have that one, please?
Well, there was speaking of Black Hog.
Go on.
Go
on, sir.
No, there was a sandwich spot not far from here that recently renamed, but for years they were called Black Hog sandwiches. That was like the name of the establishment.
Come get
That
fucked
sounds-
by a
So that's
sandwich.
like, yeah.
That
Get
sounds like a
piped.
threat. I'll
Yeah.
give you a Black Hog sandwich.
Black Hog.
You looking for a Black Hog sandwich?
I'll put my dick between 2 slices of wheat bread for you.
Black Hog sandwich, yeah.
Son, you know what? Hold on. On the side note, I was in New Orleans like a month ago, and I went in a smoke shop, and they were selling, bowls, little pieces.
Yeah.
And there was a piece in there. It was a vagina with a white, I thought it was a vagina with a tampon in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, okay, we're getting feminist.
Mm-hmm.
The dude behind the counter was like, no, it's a cream pie, sir. He he stopped to let me know that it wasn't this was nut coming out. They made a ceramic.
Oh,
It was a ceramic
somebody
smoking device.
Put fire to
the
damn. What do you do?
put it in a kiln.
Wait,
Put it in a kiln.
It's a ceramic piece,
That is a vagina,
and the quote unquote cream pie
would
is
come out of it.
ah.
I was
And
like,
then
who's
yours-
gonna buy this?
Yeah.
Why would I buy this?
I don't know.
Well, you're
There's-
not a feminist.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we landed
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
There's
Kinda
nothing
the-
wrong with this.
What's so it's where's the cum?
But
Where's
it's
the
like
ceramic
in the
cum?
imagine you're like holding.
Is the bowl is like the bowl part?
No, the bowl part is like the whole, like the pussy hole part. Hole number
Okay.
1.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay.
Okay,
you see it?
painted it.
Close your eyes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah, you painted a picture.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, you gotta get at what time is it?
I got
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got to. I just knew that I was trying to.
He was feeling
I'm
it?
trying to respect.
Well, also, yeah, I mean, it was great
Will's-
time to launch. I mean, what the fuck am I over
Will's
here talking
time
about?
here?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to. Because we've got a curfew.
Let me ask you guys, what do you see? You're at the beginning of a podcast. It's an
Yeah.
exciting time. What do you guys see for the future of the show? I
Mm.
would like to hear that, and I'm sure your audience wants to.
Well, I think we're going to bring back the man show. See,
yeah, there we
me and
go.
Brandon's connection is 90s basic cable.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
where we cross 90s and
Mhm.
2000s basic cable. So basically, the mission statement of the show is
I put out a Juggies casting call.
we're bringing
I
back
put
the
out a
Juggies.
casting call recently.
We're bringing Maxim back. We're bringing
Yeah.
Stuff back. We're bringing FHM back. We're
Yeah.
bringing back Babes.
FHM.
Bunch of chicks
Yeah.
in boy shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's where
Yeah.
where I see us.
Yeah.
We're talking about like 25 years ago and stuff. I kept, you just keep things. I was doing some spring cleaning, and I
Yeah.
had an old Maxim with Rose McGowan on it.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting
Okay.
when you think about
Yeah.
like now how much shit
Oh,
has changed?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it
Then
was-
she spearheaded the
she spearheaded a lot of shit, and she was
Hey,
like
me
one of
Yeah.
what's his fucking face's super
Weinstein.
victims.
Yeah,
Weinstein, yes.
Um,
No good. This is anti-Weinstein.
yeah. Anyway,
That's how Weinstein
that has this has
podcast.
nothing to do with the future of your podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 29. So you guys
Yeah.
like 90s cable. You're bringing back the Juggies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to approach Rose McGowan to see if she'd
See
like
if
to
she'd just come
head up the
give it-
Juggies.
Yeah. Just be like,
Yeah.
we'll do like a more inclusive Juggies.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Rose
I
McGowan
don't know.
and the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
Not going to
No,
happen.
You're not down with the inclusive
Juggies
Juggies?
old rules. I'm not talking, they SI swimsuit got real inclusive, and we're not,
Yeah.
look, yeah, we're not doing all that.
And Jordan Peterson doesn't like that.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
This
Why is she on the? I don't like that she's on Sports
He
Illustrated.
hates it so much.
Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
It's have you
It should only be Elle McPherson.
have
It
you
shouldn't-
observed that him and Kermit have similar
That's true.
have, like the same
Why
voice?
are there so many songs about rainbows?
Yes.
It's
Oh,
wrong.
That's right. Oh, that's fucking good.
Wait,
Jordan
that's so
Peterson
good.
singing.
That's so
Hold that,
good.
yeah.
Someday we'll find it. The rainbow solution.
Oh, Lord.
And it's leaving young men behind. And Miss Piggy is just hitting them and this is progress? It's wrong. And I want to see I don't want to see inclusive Sports Illustrated.
Sadler and Waldorf up there like, yeah, you tell them.
Why
Oh, yeah,
do we
that
always
turns,
come
they're on
here?
board.
Jordan Peterson is a fucking crazy bummer. It's like some kind of torture to hear him talk about Sports Illustrated. It's Whack It Wednesday. It's Whack It Wednesday. I shouldn't have to look at people I don't want to look at on Sports Illustrated.
Damn, this
That's
is yeah.
wrong.
That's
It
that's
is,
the. I
yeah.
think we gotta.
Yeah.
We're not gonna top. We can't top it. We can't top.
You don't now listen. I know
Okay,
you've
but
done way more
Jordan Peterson?
podcasting than I. But
That's not true.
That
You were
ain't not true.
podcasting when I was.
oh
in
yeah, 10-minute podcast. We
Yeah.
did that forever. Good time to bow out now.
Listen, dude, welcome back to Whack It Wednesday. We
Yeah.
whack it like Bob Cratchit.
Yeah.
You know what we on?
Yeah, we ruined Britney Spears. It's wrong.
Goddamn.
There we go.
Goddamn shame.
Thank you, Will. Thank
Hey,
you for
thanks for
coming
having
on.
me.
Yes, thank
Anytime.
you. Thank you for listening. Hey, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a, hit the ding, hit the bop, 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 all of that. Hit the bop, 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 bop.
And if we curse, don't tell nobody. Just listen.